Presley at ActOutGames.com here, and today we are at the Nature and Science Museum to check out the kids area that we actually haven't seen yet. So the first place we went is Dinosaur Gulch, where they have a puzzle and maybe more than one puzzle. I actually don't know how many puzzles they have, and little places to uncover dinosaur bones from tiny pieces of rubber. Fake dinosaur bones, not real ones. So the next area we went to is the construction zone, where you can make little chutes for balls to go down, and there's this big pre-made chute that you have to turn stuff to get working, and it's really cool, and I don't know if it's intentional, but they have a lot of dinosaur figures over there. And then my little brother Cooper was playing with the Create a Creature Kit. I don't know if that's the official name, but it's a little Create a Creature Kit where you can make some creatures out of a different assortment of legs and frilly things and heads, which Spore is so much more fun. It's basically a cheaper, more boring version of Spore. And he was pretending that they were fighting each other, going like, me, me. I don't know. I don't think he said me, though. And then you can control time. Not really. There's this cool time-lapse thing that you control with one of those disc spinny things. I don't know their official term. But you can see a room of the museum being built. Not completely being built, though. But it's really fun because you can be like, okay, make the building, now take it down. Now make it again. Now take it down. So the next area is the waterway, which might even be one of my favorite areas in the museum, because it has so much cool water physics going on, and they had like a little water which is pouring out, but it's dry on the inside, so you can stick your hand through it and most of it will be dry. So it has this frog, and they shoot little water-looking laser things sometimes because they have lights which kind of turn the water green or red. And then they had this really cool triangular thingy where you could shoot water on it, and apparently it was so cold that it would create ice. I didn't really see any ice being created, so I don't know if that actually works, but there was ice on the cube, so I think it works. And there's also an area where you can like build a little passage thing for the water to go through out of tubes. So like you would connect this connector tube and these two tubes, and the water would go through the connector tube and the tubes. The last area is the science kitchen, where they had a lot of, which doesn't really live up to its name because it didn't have too much science going on in it, but it does have some cool stuff, like there's a box of fabrics, and there's two of each fabric, but you have to close your eyes and find which which little fabric pillows are the same from their textures. And then there's this, in the science kitchen, there's this area where you had to I don't know if you're supposed to have your eyes closed or not, but you're supposed to match the scent with the card. So there's a rose scent, a lemon scent, a peppermint scent, and a pine scent. And you had to smell the completely white powder that you cannot tell which one it is from looking at it, and you would guess which one it is. Like it says rose, lemon, pine, or peppermint, and you would smell, okay, this is rose, so you'll put it on the rose card, and then the next one will be peppermint, you'll put it on the peppermint card. And it's pretty fun, so I definitely think we can actually make our own version of that at home, what we can just play here, because we have more essential oils than that. So we can put all the essential oils in like a powdery thing and try and smell and see which one is which scent. And then in the science kitchen there's this another texture thing. They had letters, and the letters had a texture, and you would feel the letter and you would guess which letter it is from what the shape is, which reminds me of an old game we used to play where you would have like little figures like Tom Baker here, and you have 3 or more figures. So I have Tom Baker, Matt Smith, and the Ood, and you would press, and you would take one and you would press it on the back and you on someone's back, and then the person would guess, is it Tom Baker, is it Matt Smith, or is it Ood? And then in the science area they had Madagascar cockroaches. Beware, that's kind of gross for people who have arachnophobia. Or, no, not arachnophobia. Whatever the fear of bugs is called. They're kind of gross to most people. No one doesn't really like them very much. And then they had this drawing area where you would draw something. I drew Dr. Trayaurus, an ocelot, and a pickaxe, all Minecraft related, blind. And they turned out pretty bad because I am not good at drawing blind. And then I drew Clockwork, who is one of the characters in the book I'm writing. I will try and sell copies of it. If I ever get like a fan store or something, I'll sell copies of it. It's definitely a work in progress. I've done like maybe like 12 words in it, so it's definitely a work in progress, so you guys should not expect that very soon. They took the drawings and projected them up, which I also think, I don't know if we can do this with our projector, but we have a projector, so maybe we could, and we have Apple TV, so we could probably take a bunch of photos of a bunch of my art and then project them onto Apple TV and make like my art progressing over the years, so like get some really old art from like 2007, and then some art from 2008, 2009, 2010, all the way up to this year, 2014, which will soon be, maybe this will be done in 2015. I don't know what that fix means, but I definitely think I should show you some of my art progression, because I have progressed a lot in doing my art, and I am definitely very, very, very soon doing a remake of the really bad. I agree with you people who think that really bad, what my cutie mark is telling me. Drawing that was that was last year. And oh my gosh, that anatomy is so bad, and they do look like Cyclopses. It's really bad, and I am definitely making an improved, actually good version of that soon. And I'm honestly saying I kind of like the old Discovery Zone a bit better. They had some really, really cool stuff in the old Discovery Zone that is not in the new Discovery Zone. And I definitely think they should probably, instead of deleting the old Discovery Zone and putting a bunch of new stuff instead of the old stuff and keeping like maybe 2% of the old stuff, I would just build onto it, and I would add back in everything. They had fish, and they had this really cool big bear, and they had a ton of really, really cool stuff in the old one that I think they should put back in. Maybe they should have an exhibit which is like a past exhibit where they have everything from the old Discovery Zone in there, and then the rest, or they could incorporate the stuff from the old Discovery Zone somehow in the new Discovery Zone. They had fish that could go in the waterway, so I just definitely think they had a lot of really cool stuff in the old one that I definitely think would make the new one 10 times better if the stuff was in it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!